There is the recording. You missed nothing. Alright. So. Shinky Day. I'm finishing off Shinky today. The easiest way to go about this, I think, is mostly what I had before, really. However, just get up a page with the weaknesses listed to save myself some time here. Okay. Is this right? Hold on. Yep, okay, here's the weaknesses. Good. Okay. I think what I had last time was mostly fine, right? It's just, It'd be good having 2 elemental Shikigami, wouldn't it? I'll cut my mystic damage by a bit, though. Let me take a look at this. I suppose let's do that instead. Giving up something one way or the other, but I guess we'll do it like this then. Okay. Really though, I think if I just give Yuka enough... Oh, but wait, she can't. Okay, I'll do it with Byakuya then. I'll do what I'm thinking with Byakuya in that case. Do I need... I'm sure I had... No, I don't really need this. I had this set up for like other stuff, and I tried Shinky once just out of fun. That's what I did, I think. I believe that's the case. I don't think I need Shina. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm not gonna bother playing into the gimmick at all. I don't really care, frankly, with her like Makai creation thing. I'm gonna bring a couple things to help deal with that instead. Let's see. Play his broadcast. Well, why isn't it the translator's fault? I don't know, I guess it depends on like if they had communication or whatnot. But, I mean, I don't really see any leeway there honestly for that, so I don't know. I have no idea. Let's see, I assume Shinky's thing is probably typeless, right? So technically I could reduce some damage from it with the right thing, yeah? This should give me some. Play video as well as play a game. Yeah, but I feel like context in the game is probably pretty obvious, just knowing what kind of game it probably is. I don't know. Let's see. I'll put that on, and I guess I can keep that on too, that's fine. I have this. You can take this for HP. You're fine like that, I think. Actually, alternatively, I did get this. No, it's not worth it for the 61 magic attack. I think I'll stay with this. We have Sakuya as well, if you want to cheese things, maybe. This is probably mostly fine, I think. I don't really know why it wouldn't be. Maybe. Hey. What I could do as well, if I feel like having another form of maybe cheesing this. Huh. Let me see here. I'm gonna give you Sakuya instead. So what I want to do here is I want to give Mercy a little minstrel. I should probably actually explain what I'm doing. I mean, anyone who's already been here for any of these streams and seen Shinky probably knows. But in her final phase, she's not guaranteed to do it, but she's likely at least once to use a thing that does a fixed 666 damage to the whole party. And you can reduce the damage by maxing out the land gauge. Essentially, I think each element that you max out cuts the damage by 111 or something like that. But I don't really feel like dealing with it. I would much rather just find a way around it, which I think is probably pretty easy. I have no idea why that's happening real with the redeems and the orbs. It's nothing that I've done on my end, and I haven't heard it from anyone else either, so I really don't know what that is all about. Okay, this might work. So I have to fight Shinki twice, by the way. This right here is actually the harder fight. I have to do full power Shinki, and I have to do half power Shinki. I've already done no power Shinki. Powerless Shinki. So if I can do this one, the other fight's gonna be even easier. So let's see, in phase 1, she has no weaknesses, but she resists light and dark. Okay, so... let's see, I'll be using... Okay. We'll just start with Thunder then. That's fine. So let's see here. Do we need to cover everyone right now? Do we? I'm hoping not. I want to save my cover for a little bit if I could, that would be nice. If I put that on, it's gonna be quite a while before I can use this guy again. So I don't think I'll do that. Let's see. Actually, hold on. No, in that case, we'll do the herb thing with you instead. So you can do spell enhance. I mean, maybe I should actually be doing Pendulum Guard, but we'll see. I forget, like, how much offense she really has on, like, her regular turns. I'll have to feel that out. It's a fair bit of offense. But if that's all she does, that's not as bad. I thought she'd attack at least twice, but I guess she's being merciful. It's cool. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just heal her melee this turn. I'm not always going to be able to cover, that's the thing for this setup. Just 3 turns in a row before having to take a break. Stop. Get out. Yeah, your stuff I have to save, so I guess I can just debuff. And down would be nice if we could actually land it. Stronghold's nice actually, and has no cooldown. I can put this on as well, yeah. That'd be really nice. I don't really need Pendulum Guard with this, probably. I hope. When I got up yesterday, I saw half a mouse in front of my bedroom door, and I haven't found the other half yet. So either the cats ate it, or it's lying around somewhere, and I'm going to have a surprise someday soon. I don't really know yet. And I'm not really looking forward to finding out all that much. Let's see. Yeah, there's no point using Sakri's thing, of course. I'll just put in Hyper Increase, why not? Let's see. Good turn to cover. Definitely. Did I want to debuff yet? Yes, okay. Let's keep going then. If I got let's do, why not? Yeah, I guess I'll put this on a couple others, maybe. Marissa doesn't really have much else to do. Thing is, I want to save my Aya uses for when she has an actual weakness, which she will in just a moment, right now. So next turn I can hit her so hard it'll push her to a next phase immediately, I think. Which would be great, right? In fact, it'll even max out the Thunder Bar, I think. So that'll maybe save me a bit of damage later. Alright, so it's better if we use Yaldabaoth. Let's see. We have Hyper Increase for Int. Sadly, we don't have Active Mind here too, but that's not a big deal, really. I mean, you know what? It's magic damage that she's gonna do later. So I could put magic damage resistance on too. I guess. Next thing is, I'm not going to be covering that attack later. Specifically, I will not be covering it. It's a bad idea if I do. I'm not using any other field. Why don't I put on Rejuvenation? Maybe because it has a really big cooldown. I'm gonna do it anyway. I suppose. Might as well do something. Okay, she got debuffed again. It's really good. This is probably one of the better boss fight themes in the game. I like the chanting. This kind of thing usually I wasn't really great about, but Zin did a really good job with it in Touhou 19, so I think this kind of song is great on me a little. It's really nice. Let's see. What else can we do here? I put this on. Try to at least. Okay, so this turn, we're gonna do this. And it's gonna hurt. Yep, there we go. That's just what I expected. I can't help but notice that, it didn't actually quite max out the gauge. It's okay. Like I said, my plan doesn't involve that mattering, thankfully. So it should be okay regardless, I'm desperately hoping. Alright, so we'll use Chaos Flare. And revives on cooldown because, alright, Spell Seal has a big cooldown. I should have factored that in, huh? I didn't though. Oops. Okay, so no cover for this turn. No, I'm not using Starlight Barrier. That's gonna be later. I forget if she can Dispel, or if she does. I don't think so. I think she just Hyper Streams, then uses it. Not Hyper Stream, the other one that's single target. Let's see. So I already got accuracy down on her, so hopefully winning that again. Guess let's lower her strength, actually. She's just kind of slapping us really hard, in general. Nice. That's why we got the accuracy down on her. It helps. Oh yeah, so I should mention, like, I missed a couple days. A couple days back, I had plans to go shopping in the morning with my mom to go get groceries and stuff. I stayed way too late, and by the time I got up, it was too late to go shopping, and it was too late to stream, really. So I took a day or two. My schedule is still messed up now, but here I am. Oh well. Can't always be consistent. Let's see. I could put Herb back on, I guess. That's nice. Yeah, sure. Okay. I'll start covering now again, too. Because the fight's gonna be over pretty soon, if all goes well. If I'm gonna be covering for a few turns in a row, I can put this on now. That's fine. I have, like, multiple options for dealing with her big Makai creation thing, and I'm really not worried. Okay, so she's weak to the 4 main elements now: fire, water, thunder, earth. She's still not in the phase where she's going to use her big move, so don't worry about that yet. It's fine. Use this. Okay, we can revive now. We cover again. And let's see. Already full buffs and debuffs. Honestly, the stuff that you have now is fine, I think. I don't really want to do anything else here. Yeah, I'm good. You can just pass your turn, Byakuran. I don't want to hit and, like, apply another debuff and get rid of those ones. They're fine. I don't know if I saw this before. Down for Fantasy. Oh no, I did. I remember that. 2 damage. Oof. Cool name for a move, though. Alright. This is gonna push her into her last phase. Let's see. I do want to cover this turn. I do want to cover. Yep. Might be hard to believe, but with the plan I have, I do want to cover. I need to get this back on her, otherwise that could be bad. Let's see. So, I I mean, the thing is, it's really annoying, but I can't be sure of when she's gonna do her thing until right when she charges for it. Really annoying. She might not even do it again, she might just give me a free win like she did in her base form at the end of the expansion. We'll see. So she has the option open now. And now you can use any of the 4... Well, actually, Mystic is best now. Mystic is actually best. She has a 25% resist to everything else. Maybe worse. I'm actually just looking at her base weaknesses, not her advanced form. Well, she's not charging for it. Yuka's blind, so she can't cover. Good thing I don't need her to, but I can fix that, and it would be good, for sure. Okay. We have clearance. I need plenty of MP, but yeah, I guess just in case, use refresh in case she takes damage or something. Okay. I hope I don't lose the Starlight Barrier on everyone this turn, that would be pretty bad. I'm essentially trying to stack multiple methods of dealing with this, like, on one hand, the best thing to have happen would be for Starlight Barrier to take all the damage. If it doesn't, I'm going to try Rapid Streaming and using Sakria to skip her turn. If that fails, Byakurin will survive because she has high HP and null resist, and she'll just sacrifice heal. So I have like several contingency plans in place, just like last time. Will I have to use them? I don't know, I didn't have to use them last time, but we'll see. Okay, keep on covering for now. I can resurrect, sure. Nope, it's got no cooldown, that's fine. Nice damage. Your contribution is valuable, Amelia. Okay, I need to heal her back up. Otherwise, one of my contingency plans does not work. Of course, anytime during all this, Shinki could totally just screw me over with more ailments, but I can't protect against everything. It's not possible. Okay. And I'm just gonna keep on doing this. He does resist the other stuff a bit after all. Okay. Byakurin can heal herself actually. You can give Patchy herb. You can continue covering. Yep. As long as one plan works, I should be okay. Byakurin didn't heal herself in time. That's a bit problematic. I can get her back up, but I don't know. She could start charging now if she wanted, but she hasn't. Okay. Patchy doesn't have her spell enhance anymore, which is pretty bad as well. Remelia's out of MP. Oh. She doesn't have enough for quick time. Herb is 72 MP per use. Why is it 72 MP per use? Oops, I didn't realize that. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, it's funny, right? Well, the Byakurin plan is gone. The Remy plan is gone. I've just lost 2 of my plans in a single turn. I didn't mean to do that. Couple was still start Barrier, so that's good. Patchy and Remelia do, I think. So they'll survive a hit. As long as she doesn't spell or something. I don't remember if she does. Or even if she didn't before, she could start doing it in this version of the fight if she wants. Nothing stopping that. I'm kind of expecting she's just not gonna do it again. Like last time, though. Shinki, come on, you have, like, One more chance here. I'm gonna finish you off next turn. That is a threat, by the way. Yeah, you don't have anything useful. Okay, hit her with like an 80 damage spell card again. Now, sadly, we don't have cover this turn, so everything could go wrong here. Everything could go extremely wrong. Do I want to put Pendulum Guard on Patchy? Spell Defense. I think I want to put on Pendulum Guard. I think 2 turns is enough regardless of what Spell Enhance. I could be wrong, in which case that's probably bad. We'll see. If she doesn't Dispel, then having Pendulum Guard on Patchy would be good, because she could just survive. Unless this pierces that stuff or something, I don't know if it does. Lowering my magic attack is kind of bad, though. That could complicate things for sure. Okay, but I think I can still do 4,000 damage. So, I think this is another case of Shinky didn't do the thing. Why is it that when you go into this fight without preparation, she does Makai Creation and insta-kills the whole party, but whenever you go in with like 3 contingency plans, she just decides it's not worth it. Okay. Yep, there's that. Minus 1 EXP. How far would I have to go to level down? Okay. That's the hard version down. I don't know why it's making you watch some of this again, but I guess it is. There must be a different flag for if you beat True Shinky, but I don't think the ending's different. But I guess we're here for a minute or two now. So that's cool. Let's see what else the wiki says about her. Like, I'm gonna open up the part in the wiki where it mentions, like, unsealed. Oh, she's only level 98, not 99. That's weird. Or 100 or whatever. Yeah, resist don't change. I don't see anything, no, I don't know. And I can't be bothered to check all that, but I guess I got lucky. Oh well, you can't skip any of this really, huh? Well, the game probably doesn't save until after, so we have to watch part of the ending. So how are people doing? How you liking Silk Song? I'm gonna get to it someday soon. My ideal plan was finish DoD a couple days ago, as I intended, and then do Silk Song the day after, but whoops. I'm going to bed at like 9 AM and waking up at I don't even know when now. I'm also going to be busy for a couple days. I might have to delay it, I'm not sure. We need to rush out an update for Tohodan Makumes by Cerno Day, 9/9, and there's still some stuff left to do before then. For like all this. Oh, now I can skip. Good. So yeah, I still have things to do there. Oh no, we're still missing a Shinky. Okay, one more Shinky to go deal with. But yeah, I want to start Silk Song in a couple days. I'm gonna stream the whole thing. I hear it's pretty difficult. That's cool. I'll talk more about it, I guess, once we get there. I'm not gonna talk about Hollow Knight and stuff now and repeat myself later. That's never any fun, right? No, I'm good. How would you translate the hunter deer in pure as born as you hunter deer? Oh god. Depends on how the character talks, but I would have to look into that. I have like an idea, but it might not work depending on how the character talks. There's a thing that you can do in Japanese, where you basically say like my, like Kinzo refers to Nanjo in the opening of Umineko as Wagatomo, I think in like the very first one, which like means my friend, which is very like an endearing way of referring to someone as your friend. So something like that could maybe work there as well. But I don't know if there's like other variations of this that don't use ware, you know, wa. So I'm not totally sure. Partially sealed, good. But maybe something like that would work. Alright, this is the mid version of the fight, where she only has 99k HP, which is nothing. Now she's gonna use Makai Creation, probably. I guess, be a bit... Actually, wait, I don't care about MP anymore. She has half the HP. She's not living long. In fact, we're definitely gonna see, like, the thing where our damage gets capped at certain points here, because, of how this works. Because you can't kill her until she's done all of her transformation animations. I'm not sure if it just nullifies damage or like, heals her back up or something. What if I played Silk Song in Japanese? It feels weird, you know? Typically, I prefer to play games in their source language, you know, assuming the source language is one of the two languages I understand. So, I don't know. You know, it's the kind of thing where, like, if I played it in English before, or, like, if I had the script to compare it to, I wouldn't be against it, because then we could get something new out of it, maybe. But for a first playthrough, I don't really think it's a good idea, you know? It's weird, right? I think it would be a weird playthrough. Weird route. Alright, let's put on Swamp. Yeah, there's no point doing that yet. Just laser her. I mean, if I really wanted, I could start Silk Song after this. Shinki's fight is going, like, as short as I hoped it would. I mean, assuming nothing goes wrong here. The first one was quick, at least. You know, but I had to account for, like, oh, something could go wrong. Maybe there's more to the fight that I don't know about yet, but it doesn't really look like that's going to be the case, probably. What's sort of a weakness? What if we continue to Umineko? Also an idea. Also an idea. Or HSA. I wanna... Well, I mean, I can't say I want to get something more out of the way first, because I'm finishing this game literally right now. I feel like when I get back to HSA, if I do, and I would like to, tentatively, I want to kind of get through it all in a relatively short time span. And I don't want to do one stream of it now and then not have time to do it again, because I'm busy, like, obsessed with playing Silk Song or something, you know? So not yet. Remy doesn't need to do anything. Oh yeah, so it looked like it healed her back up to, right there probably or something, if I had to guess. That's probably what happened. It's annoying, but it means I'll still have to hit her a few times to actually in the fight, unfortunately. Oh well. I'll save Aya for the last phase, I guess, so I can just Mystic spam her. But at the same time, maybe it's good if I keep this stream short because I do have other things to do. I don't know. We'll see. One attack per phase, basically. Okay, most of us have Starlight Barrier. Hit her with... Fire? Yeah, I can use fire or cold now. Water. Wrong game. Cold is Labyrinth. Yep. I guess I'll cover. Actually, no, I don't think I will. I want to save a cover for if she starts charging down Mucku Fantasy. That's a good idea, right? Surely that's a good idea. I'm finally actually going out for groceries tomorrow. During the afternoon, though, when I'm actually awake. I've run out of a lot of stuff. I'm out of cereal. I'm out of milk. I'm out of my regular energy drinks, so I have to drink a bunch of ones that I've had for, like, months that I kind of, like, stopped drinking, because I prefer specific kinds of Monster now. So I have to, like, kind of work through these ones in the interim before I get more tomorrow. Yep, use that, that's fine. So put it into your last phase. You can heal yourself, not with Elixir though, that would be dumb. Everyone lost their Starlight Barrier here. I can't put it back on right now. It's probably still fine. It's probably still fine. Rep needs to heal herself. And... Yep, okay. We're fine. Keep going. She won't really have much time to even use it, honestly. With only 100k HP. What an entertaining battle you've given me. But this is where I stop holding back. Refresh. Okay. Inconvenient, slightly. But fixable. It's fixable. Yeah, I'll use Quick as the Wind now. Might as well. Get some of that damage. I think we still have Herb on too, don't we? So this will probably be like 3/4 of remaining HP. I can stack my buffs really as much as I wanted to with this setup, but it's fine. Yep, next turn, we're done. Oh, she's actually charging for it this time. Okay. Things could go wrong here. Things could potentially go wrong. So I'm gonna try all my contingency plans at once. And whatever works, works, basically. I can even cover with Yuka. I can even cover with Yuka. Sure. I wonder if I could Moonlight Mirror. I'll Starlight Barrier because I don't know, maybe it breaks through Reflex or something. So if Rapid Stream works here, then we don't have to do the Byakuran thing. Let's see. Yeah, I guess we're going first. Sorry, Shinky. We outspeed. Yep. She's screwed. She doesn't even get to try to move. What a game DoD was. Post-game kind of just sucked compared to GOS's, honestly. GOS is like post-game, and its expansion really, just in general, had like so many bosses that were like their own thing. I guess really, I'm thinking of like the expansions post-game. But like, you don't get anything on the level of like Chronos or Chaos, or anything neat like that, you know? You get that one like demon that's just a recolor of Duke. And you get like a harder version of Demiurge and refights against the main characters, the main villains. You don't get anything original past Shinky, really. It's just all that stuff. It's kind of disappointing, you know, it really is. I can't skip until we reach, like, a regular, non-auto advancing text, so you'll have to give it a couple again, sadly. I see. Apparently there's an issue with Silk Song where like you don't have very many iframes, so you can get like comboed pretty badly. I don't think that was ever really a thing in Hollow Knight. Someone just posted a mod in a server I'm in that like changes your iframes or something. Gives you custom iframes. I see. I don't mind playing with anything like that. I think it'll be fine. I don't know. Maybe I'm totally going to eat my hat from saying that, but we'll see. So I'm playing Cataclysm Bright Nights now. For a bit at least. Seems pretty easy compared to the others. Maybe it's because I got throwing to 10. If you get throwing to 10, throwing is finally pretty good. Just take chunks of steel, lumps of steel, throw them at stuff. It's great. Doesn't use much stamina. You can hold a bunch. My character has 3 backpacks on. I take 60 liters of stuff around. I don't care about encumbrance because it doesn't matter if you're throwing. Your torso encumbrance, irrelevant. Just throw stuff. It's great. Makes the game pretty easy. I'm enjoying it so far. I'll probably eventually get bored with it. We'll see. Cataclysm tends to either be too easy or too hard. I played Magicalism before, and Magicalism was definitely too easy. Easily too easy. So, the boss compendium is full. I say boss compendium, the like mystery enemy compendium. You curry show up in here too, because of course they do. But besides them, it's just like big bosses. There's more enemies I didn't encounter, but it's fine. I'm not gonna do all the Shikigami. I didn't miss a huge amount of stuff. Like, there's gonna be more stuff in, like, the Undershrine. But if there's no boss down there, I don't really care to bother, you know? I mean, I'll triple check on the wiki, but people were telling me that there's no boss down there. I don't have the wiki up, hold on. This is basically the W wiki, of course. Let's see, W Edition Dungeon, Hakurei Undershrine. Yes, let's see, I've done the Interslace boundary, I've done the Hakurei Shrine boundary, I've done... World of Chaos Underworld? What is this? Have I done this? Is this just like regular Underworld? Yeah, this is just the Underworld, so like Demiurge Neo and stuff like that. Yep. Okay, so yeah, it's just the Undershrine left. Can't run from battles there. Let's see. Yeah, you get like some cool Shikigami here. That's it though. Some cool enemies that we haven't seen yet, but nothing that like really matters that much. There's like one guy that you're guaranteed to get. He's got SS. He was going to finish Wagotabi today, but the last like dungeon or gym or whatever you want to call it was taking too long. It turned out to be a big thing, so he's gonna finish it next time. Then it sounds like he'll be done with what the game currently has. Is it like early access or demo or something, apparently? I didn't know, but he's almost at the end of what the game has for its content currently, yes. So one more stream should be it seems. Yeah, I had no idea. I didn't know. Maybe that's why, like, the game didn't make a huge splash, because it's not done yet, I guess. That could be. Yeah, I mean, I'm mildly curious about some of these enemies, but I don't really care that much for them, I don't think, honestly. Give me a second here, let's see. Devil Decline. Oh, what's this? I can maybe show off a couple of the enemies. Hold on a sec. There's really too many that are worth showing off, but let me see. Well, I mean, stuff being gamified is always good for people. I played Slime Forest Adventure a lot when I started learning Japanese, and it was good for me. Hey, so here's a cool guy that you can get. This guy is like the last DLC Shikigami. His name is Demon Lord Cosmos. He's just someone's OC. I think this is one of the The Shikigami, I'm pretty sure that was like part of the competition or something, like make a Shikigami and get them in. Let's see. There's this guy, he's another real duper color. This guy's name is Muscle Visconti. Yep. Let's see, what else is there here? Susanoo's in the game in some form or another. He's recruitable as well. He looks like this. Here's Susanoo. He's a big guy. Tsukiyomi's also in the game. Here she is. Or he, actually. I think Tsukiyomi's gender is, like, historically unknown. Yeah. Often portrayed as female, but it's unknown. Let me see here. What's this thing that I'm looking at here? 1393. This is Archangel, which is pretty cool. I like this guy. He's neat. Nifty. This one here, is this Queen Tiamat, right? Yeah, no, this is... I don't know what this is. Oh, this is Seraphim, actually. Oh, it's another angel, yeah, I see, okay. We got a couple more angels that are just recolors of the ones that we've already seen. What was this? Oh, so Seraphim I could have actually run into in somewhere else. She's already actually been in the game. Not even in the Undershrine, according to what I'm looking at here. I think. Let's see. 1196. Oh yeah, so I didn't even see regular Tiamat, but there's Tiamat and Queen Tiamat. Here she is. It's pretty cool. What else is there here that's worth showing off? I don't think there's really too many. Here's this guy, who seems familiar for some reason. Was he in GOS? Or is he just, like, notorious in this game? His name is Vasago. I'm not gonna read out the best tier entries in case you're curious. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I'm skimming through to see if there's anything else cool that we missed, like unique stuff. Preferably not recolors for edits, but let me see. I don't think there's too much. Who's this guy? What are these? Hold on. What is this about? I see. These weren't used. Okay, so I'm not going to show those off. I don't want to show off any assets that you can't normally see. But I'll tell you, I guess at one point, I'm pretty sure these weren't used. There's refights against the like Daemon Assassins and Guard guys. The other four that you don't see again. They have like powered up graphics. That's cool. I'm not going to show them off. Look them up at your own discretion. You can somehow find them. Good luck with that. I found the Terminator. I think we've seen enough of him, though. Let's see. Yeah, I have these because during, like, the translation, I asked Hachikuma to send everything over, so I had, like, enemy graphics for context, of course. It only makes sense. But, like, besides, those cool things that I can't show off, I don't think there's really too much else here. What is this? What is this? I don't, hold on, I don't know what this is. That is an unused test monster with a unique graphic. Okay. Well, you can't see that one, sorry. It's a special flare in, like, a unique pose, which is kind of cool. There's also a test Kadama, a test Cockatrice, a test... Oh, that is really cool. Why wasn't it used? Huh. It's like a big ogre-looking guy, kind of. Man, I really wish I could show these off, but I feel bad if I would. I don't want to do that, Hachikuma. Let's see. Yeah, there's like some unique enemies designs. There's these 5 test enemies here. And one of them is like... It's almost like a weird like Ultraman Kaiju looking guy. I don't even know how to describe him. The other's like a big Oni, kind of? He's got like horns on his shoulders too. He's got a huge club and a rock, and he's got chains on him. But yeah, like that stuff is like at the start or the end of the batch of graphics. I don't think there's too much else here. Who's this guy? Hold on. I don't know where this guy shows up. But apparently there's an enemy called Servant of Amukihaja? Yeah, Amukihaja. So this is like a recolor of one of the dev inserts. That's weird. It's a regular enemy apparently. It says you find it at Final Shrine. So I mean that's what it's labeled as in the sheet at least. So I assume this must be somewhere in the Undershrine, like maybe in the last area of it. So there's that. Let's see. There's a cool edit of Oshiro-sama, where it's like an actual girl. Well, kind of. She at least has a head, I suppose. Cute. Let me check here. Another coral, another cockatrice. Nothing too fancy. Like a rainbow cockatrice, that's neat. It's just another Dullahan. Don't care about that. That's just another tank. Don't really care about that. Oh hey, this guy from GLS comes back. The Daemon Sider. He's one of the ones from the Gorgon Sanctuary. Yeah, you encounter him in the shrine too, apparently. That's cool. Oh yeah. This one's a little bit interesting. I can talk about this. Here we have this guy. So he's obviously a Shinzo recolor. In Japanese, his name was... let's see... Shinzo Ningen Psycho Bastard. So, for some backstory here, the original Shinzo, and this guy are references to Yu-Gi-Oh cards. The one that appears in this game, the one that you get as the Shikigami, is called Shinzo Ningen Psycho Palmer. Shinzo being a pun on Jinzo, which means artificial human, like cyborg. But the Shin is changed to say, sorry, the Jin is changed to say Shin, meaning new. So new type human Psycho Palmer. But for the other one, it's still written as Shinzo for this guy, but it's the kanji for God. So what I did here, because that doesn't translate well, is I just took another Yu-Gi-Oh card, because Shinzo has a bunch of cards, and this guy's just called Shinzo Lord, with a hyphen in between, like a specific Yu-Gi-Oh Jinzo card. Forgot about this guy. Let's see, what else is there? Shouldn't be too much left. Some Lich Lord. He's not too fascinating looking though. He's just what you'd expect. I don't think there's really too much else. Here's another unique graphic. This guy's Chiyo, who I believe was some kind of like a famous smith in Japanese mythology or history or something. Yeah, God of War created many new weapons. Yep, okay. Emerald Dragon is just a big green dragon, using the regular dragon graphic basically, so I'm not gonna bother with that. I think that's basically it. That's like a good deal of the enemies from like the Undershrine and stuff that matter. Yep. I think that's good enough. I think I've showed off pretty much everything that matters there. And probably a lot of stuff that doesn't matter as well. I'm just double checking here, but let's see. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's a shame to see it go, but that's the end of Double Decline. I'm not going to be doing the Undershrine since there's no point to it, besides just grinding for the sake of it. There's nothing to grind for. I'm not filling out the Shikigami because I would inevitably be missing the Yukari anyway, and what would I use them for? I'm not filling out the items because I don't hate myself. So, yep. It's the end of the game. GOS isn't really a game that you want to 100% either, like all the items and skills and stuff. But it is a game that has like a bit more meat to its post-game in my opinion. I mean, don't get me wrong, this one integrates like actual Toho characters into the expansion pretty well. And I think GOS did a worse job of that. I think it had just a lot of like original random enemy bosses until the point where you like fight Hina and stuff like that. But I still say, even if DoD's like actual expansion was pretty good, the post-game that comes after the expansion, GOS easily wins there. Because it has like more unique stuff. However, saying that, the dungeon is absolutely terrible to go through. It is a slog and a half. But it's content. It's content. It's way harder to avoid fights there than it is in like the Underworld though. And the checkpoints aren't quite as convenient, and they're a bit harder to unlock, from what I recall, but still. But yeah, I'm hoping I can do Nightmare Rebellion in the near future. Not a few years, but I do have some news. The GOS replay isn't actually going to be happening, unfortunately. I don't really want to get too much into why, but Lex and I had some misunderstandings. He's not going to be coming on the stream in the near future. So, that's unfortunately down the gutter, so that's kind of a shame. I was looking forward to that. So sorry to anyone else who may have been. But that'll clear up space to do other stuff. I can get to Silk Song sooner. And when I finish that, maybe I'll get to Anwar then. Or maybe by then, I mean, you know, like, I think it's next month or so that, Fantasy Maiden Wars comes out on Steam, right? So, that'll be cool as well. I've never even touched that game, and I really look forward to it. It's a different genre than I normally play, of course, but yeah. It should be cool. You know, I'm sure it's, like, well-regarded for a reason, so even if I don't play the genre that much, I think I'll still enjoy it one-off. But yeah, I'll wrap up there. Quick short stream, not even an hour long. I expected as much, or at least I hoped for as much. Shinky, thankfully, went really, really well. So yep, that'll be that.